Okay, so let's dive in. We're looking at something pretty cool today, right at the intersection of um, traditional craft, handmade furniture, and some really modern tech, augmented reality specifically.
Yeah, it's a fantastic case study, actually. It shows how these, seemingly old school businesses can use technology in really smart ways, not just for show.
Exactly. And the basis for this deep dive is an interview we looked at. It's with the founder of this furniture brand, WoodForm.
Right. So our mission here basically is to pull apart what that interview tells us. How did this business, Woodform, actually use AR? What problem were they trying to fix?
And did it work? What was the real impact? According to them, of course.
Precisely. It's AR in action in a very, well, physical industry.
Okay, so first off, WoodForm. What's the story there? What kind of company are they, based on what the founder said?
Well, the interview really paints this picture of a company all about craftsmanship, natural materials, custom designs.
So bespoke pieces?
Yeah, the founder even says each piece is meant to tell a story. It's about that personal touch, things that are handmade and, built to last.
Right, so not flat pack stuff. We're talking unique, probably quite large investment type furniture.
Exactly. It's not off the shelf. It's made for you.
Okay, but even with that focus on quality, they hit a snag,
Yeah.
a real friction point with
Mm.
customers, right? What was the core issue?
The big one, yeah, according to the founder, was just visualization. Simple as that, but complicated in practice.
How so?
They kept getting photos from people, tape measures on the floor, rough sketches.
Trying to figure out if it fits.
Totally. Clients asking, will this custom sofa actually look okay here, or is it too big for my space? Just looking at pictures and reading dimensions wasn't enough, especially for those bigger, pricier custom items.
I get that. It's hard to really picture it next to your own stuff, under your own lighting. That's a tough barrier online.
It really is. That's the gap AR can potentially fill.
So what did they do? What was the AR solution they implemented based on the interview?
So they went with an app feature, basically something integrated right there that lets customers virtually place the furniture in their own room.
So put your phone, and there it is, the sofa, like pops up on your screen in your living room.
That's the idea. And the founder really hammered home the user experience part. They said it was just one tap on a button like view in your space.
Okay, simple.
Yeah, they stressed it was super simple and fast, designed so anyone could use it, like no tech skills needed. That seemed really important, making it effortless for the customer.
Makes sense. If it's clunky, no one uses it, right?
Right. The focus was all on bridging that gap easily.
Okay, so they identified the problem visualization and built this user-friendly AR tool. What happened next? Did it actually move the needle for the business?
Yeah, this is where the interview gets really compelling. Two massive impacts mentioned. First, a big jump in customer confidence.
Which means?
More sales. The founder directly linked that increased confidence, seeing it in situ, to people being much more willing to actually, click buy.
That totally tracks. Take a lot of the guesswork and anxiety out of buying something big online, unseen. What was the second thing?
This one's pretty startling. Returns and complaints basically dropped to near zero.
Near zero. Seriously.
That's what the founder claimed, yeah. And they
Mhm.
specifically mentioned the common return reasons that just vanished.
Like what?
Things like, oh, I didn't realize it was going to be that big, or the color doesn't quite work with my rug.
Stuff that the AR preview would directly address.
Exactly. Those fundamental visualization mistakes got caught before anything was shipped. Huge savings, presumably.
Wow. Near zero returns that's incredible for any online retailer, let alone custom furniture.
What about the customers themselves? Did they like it?
Oh, yeah. Apparently they loved it. The founder sounded almost surprised by it, calling it a real wow moment for a lot of people.
A wow moment, buying a chair, that's saying something.
It really is. And the interview noted customers found it especially helpful when doing like a whole room or figuring out tricky layouts. Or for those one-off custom pieces, I bet.
Definitely. Where getting it right the first time feels even more critical. It just gave them that extra layer of certainty.
So thinking bigger picture now, for other businesses listening, maybe in similar traditional fields, what advice did the WoodForm founder give based on this?
It was pretty straightforward, actually. Just definitely give it a try.
Simple advice. Did they say anything about, like, how feasible it is? Is this just for big players?
No, and that's a really important point they made. The founder emphasized that this kind of tech isn't out of reach anymore. That's a direct quote.
Okay.
They explicitly said you don't need to be IKEA to offer a good AR experience now. The barrier to entry is much, much lower than people might think.
That's encouraging. And for WoodForm, it sounds like this AR feature is here to stay.
Absolutely. The interview framed it as a genuine leap into the 21st century for them,
Yeah.
and the founder was very clear. They don't see themselves ever going back. It's embedded now.
It's part of how they do business.
Yeah. So, stepping back from this Woodform story, what this interview really highlights, I think, is how focusing laser-like on a specific customer pain point.
The visualization thing.
Right. And using technology that's actually become quite accessible, AR in this case, can lead to really significant, almost transformative results for a business.
It's not just tech for tech's sake. It solved a real problem.
Exactly. It boosted confidence, drove sales, slashed returns, which is huge, and bonus, created that wow moment customers remember. It shows this stuff isn't just for Silicon Valley giants.
Yeah, it's a great example of how even, traditional businesses can innovate effectively by focusing on the customer experience. The business wins follow from that.
Totally. And it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? If something as fundamentally physical as handmade furniture can be, well, maybe not revolutionized, but significantly enhanced by just letting someone virtually place it,
Yeah.
what other everyday frustrations or problems across totally different industries are just waiting for a clever, accessible tech solution like this? Things we haven't even thought of yet.